funds to build new hospitals. The allocation for building new hospitals in 2017 is only 177 million ringgit. This is down from 273 million ringgit in 2016. It's in the budget book. You can see on the page 488, anggaran tahun 2017, 177 million ringgit only. This is a massive 35% cut of more than 95 million ringgit. Comparatively, if you look back many years ago, the expenditure on building new hospitals in the annual report of the Ministry of Health, I spent a week looking at all the numbers, was 1,704 million ringgit. That was the year Dr. Mahathir retired. It was the highest, the peak of government expenditure in building new hospitals. Compared to that year, our present Prime Minister Najib has slashed the amount by as much as 90%. And over the same period of time, from 2003 to 2017, the Ministry of Health budget had gone up by more than 328%, from 7,556 million ringgit to 24,800 million ringgit in 2017. However, the allocation for new hospitals is down to a negligible 0.7% of the total budget for the Ministry of Health. When Dr. Mahathir was in office, it was the golden era of new hospitals. We all know IJN started its services in 1992. After that, Hospital Selayang 1999, Hospital Putrajaya year 2000, Hospital Sidang 2006, Hospital Ampang 2006, Hospital Sungai Buloh 2006. Hospital Shah Alam was started 2007, but only completed last year with an additional 300 new hospital beds. But even after all these hospitals, Malaysia is still very short of hospital beds. The total number is about 58,000 hospital beds. That's including public and private hospitals all together. The ratio is 1.9 hospital beds per 1,000 population, and it's ranked 119 out of 190 countries. In Malaysia, it's 2.9. In the United Kingdom, 4.2. The highest being Japan, 14.3 beds per 1,000 population. For the average developed countries, the ratio of hospital beds per 1,000 population is 6. We need to add another 30,000 beds to achieve a ratio of 2.9, comparable to Singapore. If we look at the size of Sultanah Aminah Hospital, that has 1,200 beds. We need to build another 25 new hospitals the size of Sultanah Aminah hospitals, just to be the same as Singapore. If we want to achieve the ratio of 6 beds per 1,000 population, like in European Union and other developed countries, we need 100 new hospitals the size of Sultanah Aminah Hospital. The government cannot claim to be short of funds. The funds required to build new hospitals is a small amount compared to the 55 billion to be spent on the 600 kilometer East Coast Rail Link, which cost 91.7 million ringgit per km. The allocation by Prime Minister for the new hospitals next year is not enough to build 2 kilometers of railway for the East Coast Rail Link. I want to ask Prime Minister, why is it building ridiculously expensive ECRL but not building life-saving hospitals? Everybody here, however healthy you are, nowadays you are born in the hospital, or your family, or would need to go to the hospital to get vaccines and injections and other things. And most of us would likely die in a hospital or get treated in the hospital at some stage of our life. Why is it more important to transport people to the East Coast than healing people? Our hospitals are forever overcrowded every day, and they are falling apart with safety hazards like wires, overheating and fires. The daily queues and waiting in the government hospitals are far longer and worse than the traffic on the roads to the East Coast. We must remember that all the civil servants, the teachers, the police, the armed forces, and the pensioners are all dependent on the government hospitals to look after them and their family. Obviously, Prime Minister doesn't care if the poor patients have enough hospital beds or not. He has lost touch with the needs of the people and got his priorities wrong. If Pakatan Harapan forms the government after general election 14, I suggest we cancel the East Coast Rail Link and build 25 new hospitals the size of Sultanah Aminah Hospital to care for all the people. All we need to spend is 2 billion a year for the next 10 years to give us another 30,000 new hospital beds to be the same as Singapore. Thank you. Any questions? Habis.
建医院好或建的铁路。
这样一定哦。你认为呢？啊？你现在去 East Coast, you got the highway, you got AAC, all this. You know, 2 km of railway cost more than the budget for the new hospital or take the airport. You know? I mean, you prepare to walk 2 km to go to the hospital.